I put my game on resting mode instead of actually just, stopping the gameplay. So we're right back where we were.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was...
Excuse me.
Well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
How can I make this look evened out? OBS, you were tripping. There we go.
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we were in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
He's healthy now. Go to the hospital yet? There we go.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
So that's why you're in love with him. Nightingale syndrome?
How do you feel about Oswald Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, I never thought I'd love a man.
Enjoy your love. And enjoy life as long as you can, Mr. Blight. Don't let anyone tell you who you should love or how you should love them.
I
Amen.
appreciate your kind words, sir. But it ain't that easy.
Also, amen.
It's all so new to me.
I have all the clues I can for him. Now this guy decide if I want to eat him or not. Poor guy. I know. Mochi, 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 mochi.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could
Damn.
you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
Yeah, I tried that, but I'll try it again.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight.
For sure. Not exactly the best of friends, but I'm doing the best I ever did. Where'd Oswald go? That's Clay Cox. Not looking to speak to him. For now. Where's Oswald? Oswald? That's the guy in the bed. Milton's got fatigue. Can't have that because I got to eat you up. Gwyneth is recovering. Fantastic. Oswald, where'd you go, dog? Have any of you guys seen Oswald? You guys in the chat, not the people in this grieving community. Is the story interesting? I guess. I can't decide how I feel about the game, you know? It just, I don't know.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you need any medical?
I'm afraid I do.
Here you go.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. And thanks anyway.
I don't know if it works that way, Mochi. I think it's just one or the other, you know? You commit to the bite or you don't commit to the
Wise choice,
bite,
Dr. Reed.
you know? Feel it coming from the east to the west. Anything they can give you? Anything they can sell you, dog? Probably not. Broke down most of everything that I have. I have this. I have that bracelet. Everyone's fatigued. I made a lot of fatigue medicine, but...
Good evening.
Evening.
Anything new with you?
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave.
Yeah, potato.
It was an accident.
This is like the evolutionary step of a Telltale game. You know? Trying to be Dishonored. You know? Trying to help you forge relationships and make the relationships matter in a pulverizing manner. Who will you save? Whoever you choose to feed on, does it affect you as a player and whom you choose to see as less valuable? Or are you playing the role of the character? The decisions you make while also being open world? But the combat is just so wacky that I just shrug. Not wacky, I guess, just... I don't know. It's kind of brain dead.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Jesus.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
You know you can't hide forever. One day you'll have to face your loved ones. Until that day, you have no chance of real recovery.
My friends all died in the trenches. It's shameful enough to be alive for these stupid scars. I don't want my children to see me like this.
Well, don't worry, dude. I'm going to eat you up, I think, and then no one will have to see you ever again. Oh, I can eat you. You're level 1. All I got to do is fix your fatigue, and, you know, I can feast on you. Here, let me help you
Soldier,
out.
do you need...
Not really.
As long as you remain here,
I don't think you can...
There you go. I'm going to eat this dude up. He's recovering
Soldier.
right now.
Do you need...
I'm fine.
He's recovering right now. Yes. Oh my god, I can feast on my first person? I kind of want to do it. I kind of want to feast on Thomas Elwood.
Goodbye.
But then again, I could do a non-feasting playthrough. Decisions. What do you guys think? Should I go for a non-feasting playthrough where I don't eat anyone? I haven't done it so... I mean, I haven't eaten on anyone. I haven't feasted on anyone so far. This dude's really fatigued.
I'm quite...
Do you need my...
Don't be ridiculous.
Shut up. He's a medicine.
Then you are lucky that I have taken...
I wish this hospital could have received...
Never seen one, don't know.
Tell me, Waverly, What do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
If you are going to lead this surgery, I'm trusting you to assume the consequences of your actions, whatever the result.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Thank you.
Who else is fatigued? We are in a hospital and I am a doctor. Harvey Fiddick.
Good evening.
Good evening,
This dude is tired.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey.
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Jesus.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick, unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Don't give me attitude. I'm just trying to help you out.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army, building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
Pacifist run. People have done it. I've seen a few videos. You've been looking up videos in this game, Mochi Mochi? Also, one thing I really enjoy that games could take note of, one thing this game does right, is that the camera angles you can do right here, the camera angle changes you can do. It's something that I wish more games would do. I should start keeping a note log of this stuff. Do I have an app for that? I do have an app for that. Hold on. Let's call this Vampyr. Changing camera angle during cutscenes. There we go. I like that shit.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Damn, dude. Got me copping my feels. You're fatigued.
Is there anything else that...
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here?
All right, here's your medicine.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed.
I am right, you butt.
Goodbye.
Mortimer's healthy. That's what I like to see. Ma'am,
Good evening, Doctor.
you Googled it and saw in a few titles. Got it.
Do you require
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this?
Despite what you...
Well, at least...
Medicine for you
Goodbye.
too. You asshole. So far, everyone's recovering. I think there's like 2 more people that are fatigued. That butthole outside is fatigued. I'd rather not help him, but do no harm, right? Treat everyone equally. I'm not going to do a pacifist playthrough. Who does this game think it is telling me I have to do a certain thing a certain way? Wasn't I trying to find someone before this all happened as well? Yeah, I was trying to find Orwell? Not Orwell. Harvey's boyfriend. Orville Redenbacher. Oswald.
Don't worry, sir.
Yeah.
You're gonna be all right. We'll help you.
Wait, I just realized. The lovers. Harvey and Oswald? Is that intentional? No, that wasn't Harvey. Never mind. I'm dumb. Sometimes the shoe doesn't fit.
Good evening, Doctor.
Back. Back.
Do you need medical? Well, the proximity of the dead.
There you go.
Don't take too many. And that is a.
There's some medicine. You're welcome. Let's trade
Please
though.
show. Of course. It.
What do you sell? Bunch of butts. You can't have that. That's my offhand weapon, dog. Bullets are only worth 1? Dang. What a rip. How many ingredients do you have? Am I running low on? Watery rich blood samples. That's fine. Running low on codeine. Codeine and Salsin. Codeine and Salsin. Okay, do you sell that? You do. I'll buy 1 codeine. And, I guess that's it. I have ferrous and sodium solution, right? I have ferrous and I have sodium solution, right? And I have codeine, right? I have potassium, yep. And ergo down there, yep. I have opium, thank God. Bottle of alcohol, blame it on the juice, got you feeling loose. Blame it on the chrome, got you feeling blame it on the alcohol. You guys remember that song, right? Blame it on the rock, ayy, blame it on the Henny, ayy, blame it on the... Is there a Lee who? Nah, no, that's what I was thinking, right? But I played myself. Wait, do these gray people respawn in here? Or is that a one-time event? Where am I? What happened to your eyes, Mochi Mochi? Are you okay? Can I think I tried teleporting up there and I can't. I just look dumb. Standing around. Trying to go places that I can't go yet. Or can't ever go. Whatever. You're fine? Well, your eyes don't look fine. Oh, this is where I found that body with the watch. I wish that once you cleared this place out, it got populated with more individuals. Maybe it does later on. The people that I find, the more it becomes more of a larger hospital. Or not. Maybe it just doesn't happen. This is going away from the hospital. This is going south. I don't want to go south. I want to go north. God. Is everyone recovering now? Is everyone okay? Did I save everyone? I think I did. Lovely. Boom. That's Clay Cox. Where's your boyfriend? Newton. Oswald has a headache.
We were supposed to be safe.
Ah, you. Smoking.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Oh, you're the one who told me to go talk to your other friend. Right. Newton told me to go
Goodbye,
speak
Mr. Blight.
with Oswald.
Good evening.
Evening.
Although, yeah, there is a Harvey and there is an Oswald, but they're not related in the same circle.
Newton is conflicted about his feelings towards you. Would you like to talk about it, Oswald?
It makes me sad and angry. It feels like the beautiful thing we have is somehow tainted. It hurts to see him so lost.
His love for you is genuine. I'm certain he wasn't lying to me when he expressed his feelings for you.
Newton still has to accept it, knowing he'll be seen as a queer, a fairy, less than a man in those simple-minded bigots' eyes.
Damn.
Though he's more of a man than they'll ever be, so fuck them all.
Woo! Get them. Get them. Man, Oswald has had enough.
Goodbye, Mr.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Take care of yourself. Bucka bucka buck buck bucka bucka buck buck bucka bucka buck buck ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Hi. Hello, Pack 84 and 2 zigzags. Maybe that's all we need. He's got a cold. I don't know where he is, though. Cottigan Bates. Or Dorothy Crane. Probably later on, anyway. Tell what happened to Thoreau Strickland. Miss. Miss.
Please, I feel sick. Get over here now.
Not with that kind of attitude. Your butt. Fuck 'em. So who will you eat first? I'm probably going to eat Homeboy inside. So Thelma right here, who is really cool, Thelma Hallcroft,
I'll leave you.
is in a kind of relationship with this dude over here. Thomas Elwood. Thomas Elwood lied about his face being burned in the war. His face actually got burnt because he was sleeping with Lady of the Night, and then she left during a shelling or a firing. When the house caught fire that he was in, he was laying there and his face caught fire and disfigured that way. But he blamed it on German soldiers, as to not be seen as less of a person for having that happen to him. So I think I'm going to eat him first. It's Okaydrian? Have I graduated? Nice. Thank you. I'll take Okaydrian. Who's yelling? Everyone yells in this game. What's Dr. Thoreau? I have to meet him first and tell him about the good news. Not you, Pippa. There he is. Dr. Thoreau, I have bad news.
But in the circumstances...
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order. I
was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances, and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
Well, you stop being a butt, and I'll help you out. Man, you are tasty, though.
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
Don't you think we have enough work already? Perhaps now is not the best time to be chasing shadows.
Chasing shadows, really? It's funny those words coming from the only doctor here who has spent more time outside this hospital than in.
Ooh. Chippy. Okay, Dr. Thoreau, I see you.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Dr. Strickland? You know what, if you had been nice to me...
I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Do I have 6 units of ferrous ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta? I think I have 6 units of ferrous ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Oh, I have 37 units. Dog. Oh, first we feast. You know what I'm saying? First we feast. This man's right here.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening.
Yo, it shows you where to take them? A nice secret place where no one can find you? No way.
So this is how it ends. Farewell, my life, you betrayed me, good.
Thomas's cross. You get an item? The district will soon suffer the consequences of your action. Ah. Dang, he was carrying a cross on him but didn't get a chance to use it. This music really lets you know what happened. It's like, yo, I can't believe you did that. Noms, you ate up someone else. Small and valuable cross that belonged to Thomas Elwood, engraved with these enigmatic words. You better behave, your sister Agatha. Well, that is junk, isn't it? Our first feast. she know about it yet?
Good evening, Miss
I
Hutton.
need blood, Doctor.
She doesn't know yet. Won't know till
I'll leave.
tomorrow. Do I come in here and act surprised? Oh no, you guys, look. A dead body. How did this get here? I cannot believe it. Who would have thunk? I was just traversing the halls and couldn't help but notice that something happened to someone. Oh no. We should tighten security around here to ensure this doesn't happen more so in the future. Yeah, oh no, what happened? If only we had paid more attention, then maybe this wouldn't have happened. Oh no, Sodium hypochlorite, wow, such chemistry, very bleach. Yeah, I'll give them credit though. They could have just dead ass called it bleach, but I guess they're trying to respect the vein, if you will, of the game, the narrative being a doctor. Intentional pun, by the way. The vein of the game. Come on, you guys can clap for that. You don't have to, though. Just saying, should you choose to do so, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd clap for it. Refill all, thanks. Alright, let's make treatment for headache. What am I trying to make? To your medical desk. Sodium hypochlorite, potassium, 6 ferrous. Is this not my medical desk? Do I have a separate medical desk somewhere else? That's my actual briefcase. I'm unsure how I feel about you. I believe you. If it makes you feel any better, I'm unsure how I feel about me as well.
It needs water. Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd.
Can I upgrade my scythe yet? It's a good scythe. It's a good scythe, Brent. Remarkable scythe. This is a good scythe, though. This cudgel, level 2. Can make a level 3 though. Sucks. Could choose whether to add more damage or add more stun points. I have my common stake as well. Bunch of commons. I don't want a good one yet. Ooh, could add more stun. At what cost? I might save that. I don't think I need to do that, but I actually don't need to at all. Like, my battling has been fairly simple so far. Like, I've really run into problems. Like, I've run into battles that I feel like I can't survive. Charlie, what's up? Long time no see. Hello. How I feel about it? The pacing's odd in this game, you know? There are moments when I'm playing this game and I'm like, man, I'm really into this and I want to play it. And there are times I feel like I'm coasting. The combat is rewarding when you make it rewarding, at least for me. So when I'm fighting people of level, like I'm level 9 right now, I'm level 5 fighting level 5s, I'm just kind of not paying attention and pressing one button over and over again. It doesn't turn into I can't even call it God of War combat. It doesn't turn into a challenging combat until I'm like level 9 fighting 16s. Where everything matters, you know? That to me is the kind of combat that I want, though. So that's unfair, I guess, to put the onus in the game to make it challenging all the time. But I have to fight people who are half a level or 1.5 levels times me in order to make the combat interesting. And even then, I don't know. The animations are kind of weird. I don't like the way that he runs. It's so awkward. The pacing of when he finds out he's a vampire to what he decides to do is awkward as well. But the relationship synthesis between the characters, the melancholic values of their stories, and how it makes you feel as a player in wanting to help or save them or relieve them of their pain. That's intoxicating in a way, though. But it's up to the game to keep it interesting in order to make it fully intoxicating, you know? Otherwise, it's like a brief buzz from a drink, you know? One moment is interesting, and then you're sobered up.
With no respect.
But if you can have back-to-back-to-back good experiences between characters, then you're just on a high. Yeah, the goofy. It looks goofy, right? Yeah. Do I want to snitch? To Dr. Aykroyd? Thoreau. I'll give him a chance. Here you go. Here you go, kid.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you.
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive? Or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Key to the doctor's office. What? Key of the shelter in Southwark? Oh. A small key which gives access to the Timbrook Hospital doctor's office. Didn't I already have that? The character building and storytelling? Yeah. So far, so good. I guess.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Put the medicine in the doctor's office. Was there a door that I didn't have access to? I guess technically his door, right?
It's locked.
Well, not that one. I guess the good thing, though, and the bad thing, too, Charlie, is that there's still time for this game to fuck up, you know? Dr. Strickland, Dr. Aykroyd. Perfect. Yep, this is your office. Open this door, let me in. Any goodies in here? Anything I should know about?
At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula. It's locked.
Damn it. Anything neat, secretive in here? Some money. Don't mind if I do. You guys won't be needing it. Secret note, we'll get that in a second.
It's locked.
Damn it.
It's locked, all right.
Smart doctors to lock their stuff up. You never know who might be in your, all up in your business. Letter to Dr. Swansea. Oh, yeah. Medical science in action. Despite the actual urgency of the sanitary situation, I must inform you of recent case of professional misconduct now. Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan has been found guilty of undeniable unprofessional conduct and thus guilty of endangering a patient. Nurse shouldn't diagnose and establish prescription without at least informing the referent doctor about her conclusion. You know me, Edgar. I'm not against personal initiative. The strictest authority on this matter. Gwyneth Brannigan. Suspected of neglecting her professional duties. Gwyneth. How dare you? Goswick's medical file? Okay. Mortimer, let's see this. The patient shows many signs of extreme fatigue and major sores in the throat, mouth, and tongue, but no sign of the flu. Refuses to speak, claims it's too painful, needs rest. I know what happened. Yeah, I know Mormon isn't Spanish flu. I don't want to kill him, though. Hey, Adrian. Hey, chat. Sup, Johnny Singular Lung? Gwyneth. Let's talk about medical procedures. Overreaching your boundaries, shall we? Oh, nurses overstepping their reach and being the doctors that they aren't. Feeling qualified enough to make the decisions that they make. What happened to Mortimer? Mortimer tried to kill himself by hanging. Can't deal with the pressures of life. And his mother is rich and will do anything he can to get him healthy again.
So lucky to have Dr. Reed. I met him in New York.
I didn't kill Mortimer, don't worry though.
Only there were more
I've only killed one person so far.
less resignation,
Is it hand, foot,
more
mouth?
determination.
Your hand, foot, mouth.
I know I can count on you. I wish I could say the same for the others.
You look exhausted. You're pushing yourself too hard.
Talk to me, not him.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
According to the report I read, your unprofessional conduct put a patient in danger, Gwyneth.
Get him.
That's not true. I know when my patient's life is at risk, and I'm more competent than a lot of doctors that I know.
There it is.
Problem is, I'm a woman.
Ooh, there that
I don't
is.
see what your gender has to do with your abilities, Nurse.
Yes, nurse.
Ooh.
Because I'll never be a doctor, no matter what my skills.
Well,
I could make a decision that could save a life, but oh no, that's unbecoming conduct.
this is 1917. I mean, you have my support, but like, what is she to do? Just stay in line and make her own decisions when the world won't let her? I'm not going to say this is not the place because we're at a time we could use more doctors, right? She has my support, but she can't go overreaching the doctor's decisions. I'd rather they work together and just say, treat her as you would a doctor. And if you can't, then teach her. But is she mistaken? She's not mistaken. She's right with what she says. Just her actions are in the wrong way of going it. It depends on how this conversation goes, right? Is he going to say, you are mistaken, you can be a doctor, and I will do what I can to make sure you can do that? Or you are mistaken, you can't do this and you can't do that? It depends on how he says it.
Have you heard of Elizabeth Blackwell? She was the first woman listed on the UK Medical Register. Change is slow, but it will come. And you will always have my support.
To have the right to study shouldn't be determined by sex, skin, or wealth.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't disagree. I hope we can be friends now. Gwyneth.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me.
So arrogant. Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you blah, 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 blah. Injects mercury into their skulls? I mean, there was a medicine called mercurochrome that was made mostly of medicine, of mercury, that was used to, like an anticoagulant. You know, so, I mean... Okay. That Goodberry. Oh, the good boy nurse at the end. Oh, the goodbye. Well, we're not purchasing her. Despite what Johnny might be telling you. I think Mercury was supposedly a good thing for a lot of things. That was the problem, right? Medical history is crazy and scary. Yeah, we come a long way from to being where we are now. Which isn't to say we're even... Well, we're in a better place than we were. But we're still learning all the time, yeah? This is an infected area where fights happen all the time. Luckily, I'm strong. This is an ambush spot right here. There's one guy on the left, 2 guys on the left and 1 guy on the right. About to hit him with that good and plenty. Kyros, you know, right? That good and plenty? That is not what I wanted to happen. Hey, guys. What's up, dog? Hey, guys. Lads. Woo! Good hit. There's your up dog. I'm not going in that phosphorus cloud. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I did smart, actually. I probably won't, to be honest. Huh. I heard all this trash talk a second ago, and now I hear the sound of silence. It's deafening. Who is up, dog? Not them. Quick sip from these thugs. Yeah, man, I was thirsty. Am I at the wrong here? Did I do anything wrong? I think I'm the good guy here, to be honest. You know? Oh, that is not the weapon combination that I want. In my offhand. Sir. Use bludgeon. Common steak. Because we get hungry. There we go. Call. Where am I headed? Whitechapel. Something about Blackchapel. Something Whitechapel. It's baby crying. It's a babe crying. I'm learning, guys. There's a babe crying somewhere. Yeah? Dead inside? I should screenshot this and say the game found me. Or something clever along those lines, right? It's a streamer device. Self-deprecation. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Do you really think that would work? Nice. I won. Clap for me.
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye. The guards recruit more and more every year. When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol. Smells like rotten meat. I knew I know it.
I am fast, aren't I? Wow. Little Hurts donut action. Ooh, what is that? Woo! Nice. Nice. Come on, the wall. Come on, Paul. Oh, nice. Not nice enough. Me eat you up. Ouch. Woo. You made me do that. I can't escape this hell. Is it me? Is it stopping mid-combat to suck blood, really interrupt the flow? It stops the people from attacking you, right? They kind of stand. I wish they had reactions, right? If you are in the middle of sucking someone's blood, they shouldn't stand there and wait for their turn to attack you. I feel like they should be reacting to the action that's taking place, right? Like, using this phrase loosely, like real life. Even if you knew the existence of vampires were there, if you're not a hardened soldier, which I wish they had hardened soldiers and non-hardened soldiers, if one just appeared in front of you, poof, bamf, like a nightcrawler out of midair, and start sucking one of your boys' blood, they should fall backwards unless they have like a trait where they're hardened by battles with vampires. They should fall backwards and stumble and be like, oh, it's one of them. Get back, get back. Or some that flee, you know. I don't want any part of this. You know, you're facing like a party of 5 and 2 of them flee. And you can pursue them if you want to. But the hardened ones are like, nah, I'll take this one. And they just dead ass want to fight you.
It's locked, all right.
That would be cool. I think that would be cool. Is that a safe house that I already know about? I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. People trying to interrupt? Yeah. Is my size? Listen. It's because I haven't shown you that I can use them doesn't mean that I don't know how to use them. The true martial arts doesn't go showing off, Johnny. It's not necessary for progression. I can't decide if I want to teleport up there or go through that gate. I think the marker's telling me to go that way, but that might be a shortcut. How's the blood sucking? I was going to say that it sucks, but it doesn't. It's going well. What's up, Fargon?
I cannot enter.
Well, that answers that question. GG. Simulationism rather than realism is a big thing in discussing tabletop RPGs. Thanks. Simulationism, then.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Well, guys, we're at White Castle. Anybody want a tasty burger? Large box of pills. Same. Doom doom doom. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Doom doom doom. Doom doom doom. That's the area where I teleported up into. That's where I just came from. Which means the hideout that I can go into must be up there. I guess not. Wow, you look like how you smell. How old are you guys over there arguing? Do you hear them? Oh. Ah, inaccessible otherwise. In excess. You'll have 3, please. 3 what? Burgers from White Castle? Okay. Yeah, Johnny, it's how it works. I teach you, you teach me. Now, as your reward, I need you to get 3 White Castle burgers. Unless you want some too. What's that sign say? Nitschke umbrellas. Picture frames made to order. Repaired and covered. Nice. Some shillings. What's the point of this place? It couldn't have been just for the shillings, right? Unless I have to come here to eavesdrop on them in a second? Because there is nothing else in here. Yeah, this place is dark and spooky, and there's nothing else in here of... I think this is an eavesdrop location. I'm just here early. Okay. Bam. Can I... You okay, dog? Oh! Someone just got wet up.
It's locked.
Something tells me that teleporting over there may not be the best idea. May I just casually walk up instead, like a normal human being? No, thank you, game. I decline your invitation to teleport. I'm going to show them that I can be normal too. See? I'm going to walk up these stairs like a normal human being. Hello, everyone.
Boots will be proud of me.
Hey, man.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Nice.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
Didn't do anything. Bye. You healthy? Oh, you're fatigued. I can fix that, but I need you to fix that attitude, Albert. Ooh, I could just kill you.
Medication and drugs are a rare commodity in East London. So you picked an easy target, didn't you?
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
This guy's telling me to sod off quite often. Albert was supposed to meet the Wet Boot Boys leaders after joining the gang. Oh, well, I have one of the leaders back at my hospital. And the other leader you seeking out is dead.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
This guy.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
You're being manipulated by these criminals. What's worse is that you're clever enough to know better.
You're all fancy words, none of which concern me. Go worry about someone else. I'm fine and I have a future here.
You say so. Guess you and Wet Boot Boys will enjoy yourselves, won't you? They're done beating your ass.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Ha! That is pretty funny, actually. Hippocratic Oath? Heal 10 citizens? Thanks. Do what I can. Helping out the denizens of this bad world.
Goodbye, young man.
Wet Boots will be proud of me.
Yeah, they're gonna be real proud of you, dog. Don't worry. They're already celebrating you. Benjamin Palmer. Do you hear this dude talking that mess by himself? Where are we? Where's this take me? To the West End. Ooh. Okay. Oh? Looks mighty dangerous down there. I'll stick to the storyline for now. Or a hideout, if I can find it.
Boots will be proud of me.
I know, the Wet Boots will be really proud of you, dude. Yeah, you're so sick. Can't wait. Wow, what a hero. What an ace. Well, we're here. Whitechapel. Sadate Sipata, right?
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. And now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills.
Damn.
Everything's coming up roses.
Dorothy Crane?
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really?
Why is that?
And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Beat his son's ass? Maybe. We'll see. His son's right there, though. Albert Palmer, the guy who wants to join the Wet Boot Boys. He's got a migraine, too. Oh, God, no wonder. So Benjamin is a war veteran who has a migraine. Feels bad, man. Oh, the drunk standing animation? I don't know, Johnny. Maybe you can give him a better drunk standing animation then.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy he just frayed me last nerve.
About the war.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
Dang.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
Needs medications to be back from the front. Damn. Anything else?
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
I don't know if I have a cure for...
Good evening, Ben.
I'm afraid not, Miss...
migraine. I think I just have a cure for headache. No, I have a cure for headaches, not migraines, dude. I'm so sorry. That must be terrible.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper.
We're deep into the town. I'm guessing she's Dorothy Crane. Came from that way. That's where his son is. But they're getting along well, so I guess nothing to worry about with those two. Sure, they have a lot of catching up to do anyway, right? You, madam.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir.
Loretta.
Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
It's gonna be one of those conversations, isn't it? Ha! All right. I see you. All right. This should be good. I'm telling you guys, I made the joke yesterday, but this does remind me, it's like it's trying to be the UK Red Dead Redemption. It's set in exactly almost the same time period. Exactly almost doesn't make sense, but it's around the same time period, 1912 to 1918. They have a grave robber like Seth, except this one's Dr. Haresh. This is the equivalent of, God, I forgot his name. I play that game all the time, too. That swindler in Red Dead Redemption. Ah, everyone stand up, gather round for my famous concoctions and potions and healing remedies. Him. This is like his version of her. Exactly, almost. Shouldn't you be drawing?
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid? Like Adam, maybe?
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Oh, hi, Adam. I didn't see you come in. My bad. And here I just said that. How embarrassing. When do you ride out and shoot poor defenseless birds for no reason? Whoa. Hold on. That is not cool. They were not defenseless. They have a copious amounts of defense mechanisms. How dare you? Also, how are you? What'd you say?
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Ah, she is competition then. Okay, I see. So obviously you don't want to talk about her. That makes sense. Okay. Potato, please don't make that face in chat. I don't want to call anybody out, but Adam, Kiros, and Fargon, and Michimochi and Johnny all just sent me private messages saying that your face intimidates them when you make that face. I know nothing about Loretta Swanborough, except that she's a healthy merchant.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Hi, Bogey. Jesus. He just threw his butt against me. All right.
Its effectiveness has been proven.
I want to go this way. Which way are you facing, dog?
Even the flu is no match for the
So I can go left or right, but not forward. I see. This leads back to the beginning, doesn't it? Whitechapel's kind of big. It's like an angry Zoidberg. It does, doesn't it? Hi, Bogey. Hello. Hi, kitty kitty. Am I going to pick you up and show you off to everyone? Your little cute kitty cat butt? Huh? Pick you up? No? Okay. Wow, okay. Now I gotta tell the truth. Potato, no one complained about your stupid face. No one's complained at all. You're more than welcome to make that face whenever you want, how many times you want. If it makes you happy to do so. Oh, bother. Who do we have here? Ah, dead. Awkward. Made her quiet. Please don't use W words in here. I'm not Ryuk. I'm not tolerant of that stuff. It's disgusting. And it is the worst kind of speak in the world. I'd rather you had Newspeak. In Ingsoc, if you will. Than W speak. Okay, we went in a circle. That's good. So now we at least know how to operate through here. So we came from this direction, went this way. This gate was locked. Came up through this way, essentially. Went this way. This circles around towards that end. So I should complete the circle, actually, right? Be the other direction. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Big old meaty pants? How old are you guys? Meaty pants. I'll show you some meanie pants if you want. It's probably a bad idea, but I'm good at making those. Anyone dangerous here that you know about? Doesn't seem like it. Bright light. I think I'm not a gremlin. You know, Gizmo would lose his mind right now. Doom 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 doom. Show off your pants? No. Jesus. I thought you were getting food. I thought you guys were busy. I thought you were getting food. I thought you were drawing. I thought you were looking up philosophy with Normash. I don't know what you do. I don't care to know what you do. And the other one of you is eating hot wings, probably. Because all that I see you do is eat hot wings. Thank you. Who said looting and polluting is not the way? Big dumb idiot. I do like the architecture. Ooh, what is that? I do like the architecture in this game. It's neat. This is the West End. That door is locked. Thank goodness. Keep me from wandering off and staying focused. Hi, Bogey. Hi, yes. Hi. I see you. Yeah, I see the little kitty cat. Hi. Trying to sneak up behind me? He was. He was trying to sneak up behind me. I see you. Hello. I don't think anyone wants that, Johnny. Trust me. I would know. More than anyone. People pay me to keep my pants on. I take them off. Oh, cool. So we explored this entire section over here, which is nice. I keep thinking I have a jump button, and I don't, which is nice. So cool. I like doing that in games. Exploring a nook and cranny of an area to kind of filter it out so I don't have to go there again unless the game tells me I have to for any certain reasons. So now if you look at the map, I've explored. I came from here, right? I came from here. I explored all this, all this, all this, all this, all this, and all this, which leaves this area right here. This area right here to complete the circle right there. So I'm going to head towards the hideout, complete this circle right here, unlock that door, and then I'll just leave this giant aggro area, and then all this. Makes it easy. Welcome to Old Yarnum. Prep. Hey, Prep. I was getting like 9,000 PMs recently saying, where's Prepski? And I was like, I don't know. It was mostly Potato asking, but, you know, here you are. Right on time. I've been here before. I almost ate that rat by accident. I would have felt so bad. How does it feel when you have a happy meal? Tell me, how does it feel when you have a face peel? Tell me, how does it feel? Who is this? I don't know who you are, but isn't it kind of creepy that you're a vampire outside somebody's window and they don't know and you're just watching them? Listening to the sound of their heartbeat and watching their blood flow through their veins, and you're just like, you're delicious, but not that delicious yet. Kind of weird. Yeah, don't post dumb memes and you won't die in video games, man. That's what I learned. Hi, kitty cat. What do you want? Just ran away. Look, there he is. He sees us, finally. Or does he not see us? Does he not care? Wow, okay. Ox. Bamf, poof.
I cannot enter.
Okay. Can I? But this is a hideout. Okay. Really cool to have a hideout that I can't enter. you know? The joke is, by the way, guys, is that it's not cool. There's a hideout that I can't enter. That was the humor I was going for. It's actually not cool. So, joke's on you if you thought I was serious that it was actually cool. It's not. It's not cool. Well. Oh. Do I want to go inside of here? I'm sorry, I just coughed in the microphone. I was trying to speak and then I felt a cough coming. And I couldn't decide what was more important. Trying to finish my thought or just getting the cough out. You can kind of guess what won, right? Well, they all come through. Oh my god. Something happened in here. Something bloody happened in here. Shout out to Bloody Faster, by the way. If you're watching. I'll see you when you get there. See when you get there. It's like someone lost all the blood they had in their body. It's gotta be at least 2 pints of blood right there, right? Oh. Unless it was several bodies. Which seems to be the case. That would actually make more sense. Several bodies being accosted would lead to several pints of blood on the floor. Poof pamf. This is curious. Oh, it's a new hideout. Anticlimactic. Cool, a new bloody hideout. Thanks, game. Not gonna lie, my heart was racing a little bit. I kind of was thinking, you know, boss battle time. You know, doom, 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 doom. But it never happened. So, yeah. You got me, game. You got me. My heart rate was up a little bit. Respect plus. I need 2 common plates. 2 common handle plates. I could sell all those. I don't need the aluminum. I could use. No plates, huh? So just sell all these then? Just that. Average resale value. I'll recycle these, and then I'll sell those. I'll sell those 5. Okay. Wow. Okay. I wonder... Rest to evolve. Which exit does this lead to? Oh, that takes me on the balcony of that one area. Okay. Then where does this lead to? Where do you take me? Secondary exit. What if this goes right through there? What if it doesn't? Let's rest and find out. I wonder if his face becomes more vampiric the more souls he... Well, not souls, but more blood he drinks. The more people that he consumes. So far, we're doing pretty well. Shadow Mist has been doing pretty well so far. This is okay. I don't need to upgrade that yet. Blood Barrier is okay so far, too. Shadow Veil's been godlike. To sneak up on opponents. This one causes stun. And, like, extra damage. But, oh, level 12, it's locked. Okay, I'm level 9. Okay, alright. Shadow Mist, 2,000 points. Kind of worth. Would I get an increase in? The amount of shadow damage it does. Cost and recovery stay the same, so does the range in the area. Okay, so it increases the amount of shadow damage that I do. Let's spend it. That's been my go-to weapon anyway. It's my best move. Now everything else, ability-wise, is locked behind level 12 wall, which is fine. Because these two don't need upgrades, which means I can focus on these passive skills instead. Like bite damage will be huge. Because I've been doing a lot of biting. Winky face, teehee. Ooh, hard biting. 600% damage? Oof. Oof. What's the cost to get there? 600, 1200, 18. Oh, not even 18. 2200. I might have to kill people. I don't know. That's what I was wondering, Johnny, is what really affects how sinister you look. You know? Is it based on how you treat people? Is it based on those you don't treat? How they receive you? How many you feed on? I don't know the parameters. I haven't really been playing around with it enough, I guess, yet, right? No, confirm, please. Okay, cool. Whitechapel is stable. So far. Treatment for cold. Cutting baits. I'll help you out, dog, when I see you. Migraine, I can't help you. Your actions have impacted the borough's economy. The prices and stocks of the merchants in this district may have changed. What, because I ate one dude? Alright. Katie! I'm muted? Okay. I got excited to talk to you and now I realize I can't. Haha, neat. Did I trim my beard? I don't know, you tell me. Just trimmed a little bit. Alright. I should take time to type to her. You think she'll appreciate it? Probably not. What a butt. I've been thinking about including chat on screen, you guys. I need some actual feedback about this. I'm going to ask it a few times with the next few streams. Just because if you're watching Twitch VOD, you have active Twitch chat on the side, right? But if you're watching highlights or if you're watching on YouTube and I'm reacting to chat, you don't know who I'm speaking to or about. But I thought about having maybe like a 4-line chat. in the upper right-hand corner. Just like a little small thing, semi-transparent, so you could follow along with chat if you want to. What do you think about that? Thoughts? Or you don't have to. I'm just asking. Like I've said, I'm going to ask a few times over the next few days. The docks are stable, but I don't really interact with the docks that much. I haven't really had a chance to. Only Whitechapel and Pembroke. Pembroke is 93% healthy, which is good. So even though I embraced Thomas Elwood... Oh my god, yo! It gives you a story about what happened. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's good for highlights on YouTube, but it's clutter. That's 100%, right? It doesn't help me, Johnny. It doesn't give me an opinion. It's just what I said. Interesting. Yeah, I can see being nice for YouTube person who like more stuff on the screen. You know what's funny? The current layout was impacted by Pitkiss. Remember when I used to have the Netflix layout? Where at the top of the screen I had that black bar that told you how many followers I had by numerical value and how many subs I had by numerical value with the login screen, and it said Okaydrian. It looked really fancy and neat. Then I had the logo really large in the bottom right-hand corner and all of that. I asked Pitkiss about that one day, and he said in his most dead-ass honest answer, I don't like it. The aesthetic is cool for your overlay, but it's just distracting and there's too much stuff on the screen that doesn't add anything. And I was like, well, I think he's right. So I got rid of that. All the extra sub and follower stuff I just got rid of. Now it's just my little camera screen with a timestamp, which is good for you guys watching the VOD and also good for me. For when I'm streaming, you have an idea of what time it is for me. And the logo over there is minimized. It's much smaller than it used to be. So this is the most minimal my layout's been. And the bit bowl down there, which is always empty. I might get rid of the bit bowl. You know? Now we know why it's stable. Well, what's a horse? Always a horse, I guess, right? Get it? Because horse stable? Thank you, Jafar. Thomas Elwood, 20 years old, male. Mr. Elwood was a veteran who returned from the front with a face so disfigured he was unrecognizable even to his loved ones. He initially came to Pembroke to get his wounds treated, but never left the hospital. Mr. Elwood stayed in a contemplative state until another long-term patient visited him. His guest was Thelma Holcraft, a mentally disturbed patient who believed she possessed the immortal body of a vampire, along with the bloodthirst that accompanied her delusion. Mr. Elwood saw her as a welcome distraction as she didn't care about his appearance. He played along with her mimicry, and even let her drink its blood. He was much less willing when it came to giving himself to a real vampire. Okay, so that's cool. That's one thing this game has done really well. The backstories, should you choose to feed on someone. That's really, really, really cool. That's really cool. I wonder if it's going to affect her and how if she feels like she's one responsible. Giving a synopsis on a character after feeding. Embracing. I'm writing down things that I do and don't like in case I decide to do a review of this game. You know, just creating more work for myself, the usual. Can we talk about the OKPV logo being center right then? Why isn't it in the corner as convention? I think I had it in the corner, but I was playing sports games and the scores were right there, and I didn't know if it overlapped the score. And then some games it was dialogue based, but whenever it's on the right hand side, it doesn't seem to distract away from anything. So I just kept it over there in the meantime, you know? Yeah, Potato, I feel you. I feel you. It was a bitter pill to swallow. Because I'm proud of like my overlays and the things I do to separate myself from everyone else. But if someone deadass tells me it looks nice but it's distracting, then that's something I've got to change, right? So that's what I did. I figured there are other ways to express my creativity. But then I thought about when I watch streams, I like watching streams the same way. I don't like streams that have clutter for the sake of establishing who you are or giving me shit that I don't care about. And it changed from person to person, right? I don't need to see that I'm the most recent sub on the screen or how many subs you've had for the day. But if I can just watch your face reactions and the gameplay, or just hear your voice and the gameplay and your reactions, that's what matters to me. So I kind of understood that, you know? Hey, Chain Snake with 17 A's. So I ate you, you understand, right? Shut up. Hi, Lord Ass Buttman. Good to see you. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, Sanzen. Thank you for the bits, dude. The popcorn, even. How do you like your popcorn? White cheddar, Vermont cheddar, regular-ass popcorn, extra buttered movie style, cheddar, regular. Smaller in a corner, got the opacity, and I think you're on to a winner. Do you guys all agree with Johnny One Lung? Do you feel the OKPV logo shouldn't be center right, and instead should be in a corner, smaller, with lower opacity? Regular cheddar? All right, that's fine. I mean, I'll eat regular cheddar popcorn. I'm with you on that. But if I have to make a decision and choose one, I'm going to choose extra butter popcorn every single time. I don't overindulge in many things, you know, but when it comes to popcorn, give me all the butter that you have on deck. And don't you dare... Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Seems to be some disreputables. You thought. God, so good at games. Sit down. Hit you with that Samoa Joe Uranagi. Sorry, guys. I was in the middle of something. Hope you understand. There's a reason that they call me the Perry Godmother. You only get one wish, and if that wish is death, congratulations, just got granted. Bars. Jalapeno cheddar? I never had jalapeno cheddar popcorn. I feel like there wouldn't be enough jalapeno to warrant having the flavor. Thanks, Naga. I agree with everything you said except your pronunciation of opacity. Would you prefer opacity instead? Corner and smaller? I'd probably stick in the corner if it was my layout, but it's just fine as how it is, not distracting. Please, Kaiser J, never say Verily or Vale has been saying to do anything for any amount of time. Please. You know how aggravating it is anytime you just... There's like 4 people in the channel, you never give them the gratification of saying that they were right about something. Why are you poking the bear? Or whatever animal he would be. Hippopotamus, I guess. Alright, hold on. Let's try that out. Is there a wrong corner or a right corner? I feel like the classic style is bottom right, right? But if scores go there in sports games, then why not just pick it upper left? All right, upper left. You said smaller, right? I guess I never really watched a stream on OBS in full screen, so... Let me see. All right, I can see. Okay. It's not bad. Maybe about right there. Full screen preview. Okay. Right about there. What is my current opacity anyway? Current opacity is 70%. Let's drop it down to 45. Ooh, I didn't know it was that daunting. 40? 40%. That's not bad, right? What do you guys think about this? Smaller or good as it is, and more opacity, or it's fine where it is? The opacity or opacity is currently at 40%. It was at 70%. Gotta be fair and praise him when he's right. That's fine. He's not here. He won't know. How'd you know? Shut up. He's Perry Antoinette and some fool's about to eat cake. Practicing your MMO names, haven't you? You like it? Much better. I like it. Smiley face. Don't smiley face me. Opa City. Nice. Much better. No, I read it. It was good. Based on sheer volume of opinions. That's really funny. We put it that way. All right, cool. Then we're at a chord. There you go. Everyone wins. We're all happy now. Hey, we did it. Your love is my love, and my love is your... Oh my god, Inago, your opinions are dirt. Which way did I come from? Blood has addiction. New collectible. Vampires drink blood. Thanks. I'm done reading that. Did I come from this direction? The clown needs to. Hit him with the okey doke. Well, not going that way, am I? Oh. Dead inside. Okay. Huh. Okay. I bet this leads to the outside of the first area that I teleported to that I couldn't go through the door. I bet. Who wants to bet? Who wants to bet? I bet. That's my bet. Who wants to bet? I bet 5 shillings. That's exactly what it is. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with me, to be honest, so... It took Elle an hour to get downtown from work. Dan think. Ah, man, Elle. If only I had a thinking emote you could use instead. Was I right? Was I right? I was right! Everyone in here owes me 5 shillings. Pay up, dorks. 5 shillings you're on? Well, you're wrong. I think I like this game. They removed all the combat. You know, it sounds like a funny statement, but I could see it just being more of a Telltale game. Or make the combat QTE and only boss battle. This could be a better David Cage game. You know? All interactions and relationships. You know what I'm saying? You're down 5 shillings? It's alright, man. It's alright. It's the effort that counts. Wait, are those guys going to respawn? Or are they permadead? Okay, they're permadead. That would be dumb. See, things like that make me happy. Making these guys internally permadead instead of fighting them over and over again as you go to your hideout. Yeah, that's cool. Nice. Let's say run. Run. Let's go back to the outside world. I was just thinking that in the age of meaningful character decision, a Judge Dredd game could be God tier. Your sentencing effects, quests, and overall narrative and settings. Like special effects, right? My sentencing effects is when I do it, like a flash flight happens. Be kind of cool. I'm cooking foods. What are you making? Oh. I was gonna kill that man. Can I go through here? Yeah, why would I though?
I don't have your money. Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right? It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another. Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake. I'd prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett.
Barrett, please don't get beat up.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Your life in London. Personal questions, actually. Never mind. Your life in London.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
This guy's gonna be trouble. I can tell.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Great. Wonderful. Has there been any hurtful depictions of the Irish yet? Not yet. Give it time, though. There's still time.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
And what is your reputation, Joe Peterson? Hint and locked, hint and locked, hint and locked, hint and locked, blood quality 1500 XP before unlocking hints. This guy might be delicious, and I'll go. We'll find out, won't we? Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
This guy's got to walk. What's in here?
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
You'll let me in?
Your father is worried about you, boy.
Boy.
He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Harry Potter.
Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
Well, we're in.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Wow. Okay, Ari. Oh yeah, your dad Joe's right outside. Oh, you're fatigued. Dog, I got you. I got you.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
Guys, do me a favor and can you at Unapologetic Canadian and ask her if she's fatigued?
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
I like this guy. Time to rummage through his drawers. This is not Final Fantasy VII, sir. How do you feel?
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
An idiot who makes idiot things.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
He's unhappy. Wow. He has a frail constitution and is often sick. Didn't want to live in Jumbo first. Oh, he's got low blood. Oh my God, I can eat this dude for free? I don't want to. I can't eat Ari. Jeez. Because you've been... Oh my God.
This place is awful, I agree. But does that not mean your situation can only improve?
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
Well, because you're two. Why don't you just leave this place?
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Imagine him as popcorn on legs. I can't. I only see him as cheddar popcorn. Not movie butter popcorn. Man, I want some popcorn. Potato was right. So this is stream number 1, which lasts from 3 p.m. Eastern to 7 p.m. Eastern, right? So I'm 2 hours into my stream. I have 2 hours left. And then I return at 11 p.m. Eastern for stream number 2. A 4-hour gap. 4 hours is plenty of time to go to the grocery store and get popcorn. Should I get popcorn? And just be a slob and eat popcorn on the secondary stream? Like,
do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
And she was right. Goodbye.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
You should get it if it makes you happy. You make me happy, Lord Assbutt, man. Just rummaged his safe. Wow, that's awful. Who's playing cards? What kind of card game are you playing? There's just 5 cards.
Is there only pain and suffering?
What game can you play with 5 cards? 1 winning hand of poker every time? 5 card stud, jacks are better to open. You win again? Thanks for the popcorn, Inago. That's not quite edible, but I can see that your heart is in a good place.
Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
Jesus.
Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
By the way, Kaiser, I think about getting NBA Live this year instead of 2K. Remember how last year when we played the demo, and the demo was really good in terms of how it, it turned out in the story mode, but 2K was just, history, and it turned out really well. I've been thinking about getting the story mode into Live this year to see how it works out. Thoughts? The saddest card game, I know. 5-card Monty? Nope. If you see me running in a circle in the same place, it's a Final Fantasy habit, but I am trying to make sure that I don't miss anything.
It's locked.
Because I'm a greedy son of a bitch, and I want everything in this game. I don't want to miss anything. Job refusal letter. Ooh. Okay. The demos won't be out until probably September. I think Live's going to do the same thing I had last year, which was a full-on... Well, Live and 2K both had demos, but Live was longer. We'll see. Which is cheaper? They'll be the same price. Hi, Mr. OK. Hi, Mr. Echonaut. Presumptuous. Miss Echonaut. Ms. Echonaut. Mrs. Echonaut. Aw, Lord Ass Man. That'd be kind of sad, too. And fun. Oh, in terms of Season Pass and updates and VC, Live. NBA Live has a progression system that's based solely on your experience in the game versus your experience in the game, but really give me your money, 2K. Although I'm hoping that because of the backlash of the last year, that 2K won't do it again this year. Although, see my aside, they probably are going to do it. Because Take-Two's not really in the hot seat in terms of worrying about, you know, their aggregate score because of VC or buying things or loot crates and things, right? EA's recently out of the hot seat for saying, hey, man, everything costs money. And now they're like, hey, surprise, you can play any of our games and not expect to really pay for extra stuff ever again. We're sorry. And everyone's like, yay, yay, all of your games. So it leads me to believe that they're more likely to have the cheaper long run than 2K. Dear Mr. Peterson, it is my duty to inform you of our refusal to accept your application for a job at the dockyard. I must thank you for your time spent at our office explaining the difficulty of your situation with your little boy and your ill boy and the loss of your beloved wife. But it is also my duty to point out the policy of our company, which expressly reproves the employment of former criminals or convicts. Yikes. Your unfortunate connections with the ill-famed Wet Boot Boys have been duly noted. These are hard times, sir, and Finch and Harper intend to reward first to candidates who pass the small inquiry we'd like to conduct about our future employees. You have my deepest sympathy, and may God be with you and your family. Sincerely, R.D. Harper. P.S. Thoughts and prayers. I added the P.S. It's a mister? Same. Yeah. That sucks. Am I gonna go outside and confront Joe Peterson about his job refusal? Yikes. Professional vampire hunters. Who has this and why? Who has the vampire hunt? Who is that? Is that Joe's? Why is there a vampire hunter pamphlet in your household, sirs? I hope one of them tells me who had it, because I will give you a vampire to hunt, i.e. me. And by hunt, I mean die to. Who wants to own up to it? Is it you?
So, may I?
I'm not bothered.
Ari? Don't lie to me.
Would it ease tensions with your father if he got an honest job? Because he tried, you know.
I can't say. I'd be glad if he dropped his thuggish activities, but I'm not sure it would be enough.
Why is that?
Sometimes I suspect it's me, Dr. Reed. Or it's this life. It's like I can't find my place.
Some light reading. That's a big deal.
Goodbye, young.
The Dawn Guard. Get out of here.
Even my dreams are soaked with glue.
Can I just leave the house without you saying that? Where are you, Mr. Peterson? You can't hide for too long. Wait. Oh, I was right. Remember when I said a thing was going to happen between Joe or Harry in that secret area? I was right. I got to go eavesdrop. Hold on. Bam. This is about to be awkward. Oh, no. Feels bad, man.
So you only hurt people because you care about me? Is that it?
Don't be such a brat. I do what I must to provide us with food and medicine, that's all.
Mum would never have let you bully an old friend like Mr. Lewis. Shame on you.
Whoa!
I'm your father and I love you. But don't you ever speak to me like that again.
What? You're gonna beat me too?
Jesus. Give me patience.
Well. Do you feel like a chain store? Up. Hey, man. Very far. Hello, Joe.
You again? What do you want this time?
Conspicuously stands. Yeah, I'm just standing there, not even trying to hide, just like this. Upright, perfect posture. So, got a lot of things to talk about, dog. First off, Ari's not happy.
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Eating
Why did you
popcorn.
make him come
Right,
here?
Mochi?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Well, you know, vampires are like T-Rexes in the sense that if you stand directly still, you can't be seen. Also, that's 100% not true about the T-Rex thing. They 100% could see you if you were standing an inch from their face. T-Rexes have phenomenal vision and could see kilometers away. They had dead-ass binocular vision, and if you stood directly in front of them and held your breath and didn't move, they would still fuck you up. The more you know. I'm not afraid you could be arrested. No regrets at all.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Whip me bare hands, sir. God, Echo Knight, you're the worst. Why keep working on working for a gang?
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe?
Yeah.
You know it doesn't suit you.
It's true, I hate this job. And I know I made some bad choices, but I'm a wet boot boy now. And people won't forget it.
You could leave tomorrow. Start another life in another town.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor.
Hmm.
We are poor. My son's weak. And there's no way he'll endure another disappointment.
You mean the disappointment you are right now?
Why is your relationship with your son so difficult?
Harry and I are so different. Sometimes I wonder if he's my own blood.
Whoa.
Seems he's ashamed to be my son.
Yeah.
Why not change that then?
Right.
If you used your strength to do good, perhaps Harry wouldn't feel that way about you.
How dare you tell me what I should or shouldn't do with my boy? Who the fuck are you to interfere like that?
Yo, say it.
You're a bad father who scares his son and his neighbors, Mr. Peterson.
I don't think I like your attitude, sir. In fact, I'm starting to dislike your face so much, I might try to improve it, see?
I'd like to see you try, Colossus Joe.
Woo!
In the meantime, are you sure I can't be of any help to your son? I am a doctor, remember?
Never. Harry's complicated. Fragile, you could say. Doesn't mingle with strangers. Now leave us alone.
I'd like to see you try Colossus Joe. Oof. Oof. Ugh. Joe Peterson. About to get that wet work. Better watch your tone.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
About to get that extra work. You know, like the gum extra. So fist a little longer. Getting fights a little longer. Beat you up a little longer. Stronger with Big Red.
Is there only pain?
Red because he's a vampire. Get it? The gum.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Just absolutely miserable. Okay, let's ask it.
You and your father have a difficult relationship, Harry. Tell me, did he ever hurt you?
No, never. My father can be brutal and rude, violent even. But he never touched an hair on my head.
What is going on between you two then?
It's his job, if you can call it a job.
Yup.
He bullies people. Men and women we know, like poor Mr. Lewis. It's just not right.
I think I'm gonna talk to Mr. Lewis
Goodbye,
then.
young.
Have a conversation piece with Mr. Lewis and find out what this bullying's all about. Ah, yes. Mr. Lewis. Sod off, Joe.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Skulls.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then?
Jesus, Barrett.
Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
All right. If she is Irish, we found our person.
Yes. Those bloody immigrants should know their place, eh? How dare they do a better job than the lazy natives of this land?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
He has hurt feelings. Who hurt you? We know the answer, actually. Dorothy Crane hurt you. Wait, who else was hurting? Migraine. I can't help migraines. Cold. I have a cold treatment. I haven't seen you in ages, though, dog. Personal questions. None. Life in London, we already got. What do you sell,
Right
dog?
then. Show me what...
Tiny common handle parts. Don't need that. Spring. Firearms, right? Not really worried about that. Common handle part. Yeah. Give me both. Thanks. I actually need those, so I was going to sell the rest of these that I have, right? You could sell all these cigarette cases because they're already used. Yeah, all 8. Small bottle. Sell those. Pills, sell that. 5 rings. Yeah. Now we're never actually rich, and it feels just about right. I'm never like sitting around with 5,000 pieces of shillings, but having 247 is rich compared to having like 50. That is an excellent balance. The game seems to do currency pretty well, at least in my playthrough.
Fancy pop. You never. Right then. Show me.
And of course, to keep the things that you sold them, which makes it extra confusing when you want to buy stuff. You kind of figure out, did I give them that? Or do they always have it? Good thing I'm not using guns that often, otherwise I'd be paying a pretty penny for these things. Tiny common handle part. Yeah, give me both. Thanks. Sufficient. Now, to find some updog. Stop screaming, Barrett. Oh god, a priest. Stay away. Don't need that in my life. I don't need him knowing about me and what I do. What's up, dog? Ah, man, easy every time. I feel like you guys never learn. Can I open this gate? Give us free? Because I'm pretty sure it didn't open from that side. Maybe it won't let me because there are some mean people out there. Or maybe I can just do whatever I want. Neat. I do whatever I want and get away with the card. My favorite card to own. Comes with 0 responsibilities for my actions. Delicious. Kick around that way too, but I haven't explored that area, I feel like. I haven't, so let's not F with that. God, you hear him? Stay away from me. The trump card? Yikes! I'm on my bit. Hey, there's Cadogan Bates. I haven't seen you in a minute, dog.
This district seems to get uglier every year.
Yeah, well, you're not helping it. Got him. Find someone who can read the Braille alphabet. Right. Retrieve Barrett Lewis's box. Yeah, why not? Where is it? That way?
People are talking about this Colossus. Perhaps I should look into it.
Colossus Joe? He ain't nothing. He ain't nothing. What's this way? Ah, back alleyway that I haven't been yet, so why bother? Cadkin, come here.
Good evening, sir.
If you're here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed. But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates. Cadogan Bates.
Do you require assistance, Mr. Bates?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say a live tenant's a paying tenant.
Right. Anyway.
Since I took an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
I guess I'll give him medicine.
Infecting you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this, in any case.
What? You give me this for free?
Yeah.
Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
Well, Kaiser, you know what they say, right? You don't master baits without first mastering... Fuck. You know what he reminds me of, though? For those of you that watch Archer, remember when Archer had breast cancer and was going through the motions for it, and he was looking for Delaney? The last mob that he meets before he finally finds Delaney, right? There were four Irish lads, who were playing poker at a table. And one of them, he takes the smoke grenade, and you know, he taunts him and says it's a Mark 22 fragmentation grenade. Puts it up his butt, a la Man on Fire. This guy looks and sounds like that exact same guy in that episode that he does it to. I know that was a long-winded reference, but I feel like I had to tell you. Irish lads? Yeah, man, I'm learning the vernacular. High five? High five. High five.
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
Okay, well, he's happy. Not gonna lie, I high-fived. Thanks. I got you, Wowie. Thanks. Thanks.
What is your business exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
Yikes! I saved this dude. I saved him from being attacked by skulls. See, Okaydrian has been attacked by vengeful skulls he used to exploit as his tenants. Okaydrian is making money by renting squalid flats to the Whitechapel migrants.
You obviously place yourself above the misery of Whitechapel, but you are as repellent an individual as I have ever met.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
This guy's got to go. Hegrix was cracking. Even Windows was like, yeah, Windows pieced out. My USB, little mini drive, jumped out of the USB slot and walked away. Packed up my files and left. Hegrix, welcome to OKPV. Please take a seat in the classroom and enjoy yourself. You'll find this might be a community that's very warm for you. We hug, we argue, we displace ourselves from certain discussions, but we all fairly get along here. If you choose to indulge yourself, there's a Discord. And in the Discord, it operates like a forum or a Reddit, where it's overwhelming at first. There's about 22 broad topics, but you can pick and choose which one you want to do. Like, a lot of the members will pick 5 areas they enjoy and mute the rest and occasionally visit them. So thank you.
What help could I possibly be to your business?
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
If I were entering into the world of street medicine, It would be on my terms, and without such dubious associates as yourself, Mr. Bates.
So it's a no, then. That's too bad. The Reed tonic could have really helped people, you know, save lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, people buy that Swambrer's shit.
This guy might have to go. Thanks, Kaiser. Johnny, Jesus Christ. That is hashtag not cool. You are not a nice lad at all. Sorry, laddie.
Tell me, what's your honest opinion of the increasing violence in London?
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
This guy is, something else.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane. She's a nurse. What can you tell me?
Not cool, lad. He's a bad
Dorothy
lad.
Crane, bless her soul. I really should thank her someday.
Has she treated you?
No. When I need a checkup, I'd go to a bloody doctor, not some back alley clinic full of sick foreigners.
Jesus.
Tell me truthfully, why are you so thankful?
By keeping my tenants alive, she's making me a rich man. Every month they live, it's more coin in my pocket.
Cottigan sees Dorothy Crane's dispensary as a fine thing since she keeps his tenants in good health. Man. It would be a shame if something bad happened to you.
You seem to have recovered.
Thanks, Martin,
well
for the host.
Since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. It made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you.
1,000 Years of Night. So, I don't know if you ever watched it, but there was a thing called VGCW, Video Game Championship Wrestling. And when the title changed hands from Bowser to Ganondorf, it was an Iron Man match, which means in 60 minutes, whoever has the most pinfalls or victories by submission or disqualification is declared the winner. And I think Ganondorf ended up beating the hell out of Bowser, like 20 falls to 1 or 12 falls to 1. They were using the SmackDown game, and they were using the in-game engine to create, video game characters in their likeness. Anyway, it was really fantastic. And after Ganondorf smashed Bowser and the championship screen appeared and he was celebrating, the chat was spamming 1,000 years of darkness. And it was really funny and just reminded me of that. I think he was later beat by Raphael, and they were saying 1,000 years of pizza. Hello, Martin, by the way. Thank you again for 34 months in a row. 2 more months until you've been a 3-year lad. Laddie. Congrats.
I want to know everything about the recent violence, Cadigan. And I want the truth.
Well, rent may be a bit high, and yeah, I've had to evict a few people. But that's business, isn't it?
Take this as my final warning. You will not profit from the misery of others. Business is one thing, but what you do is quite another.
Really? What you gonna do? You ain't from here. You ain't Whitechapel, Doctor. You wouldn't know the first thing about playing dirty, even if you wanted to.
It's funny you say that. Please, sir. Please, come into my office. Please. Step into my office. There's some things I'd like to discuss with you about your recent vocab. Now, what were you saying?
Was I that evil to deserve such punishment? My only regret is that no one will mourn me, for I have never been loved.
Yeah. Yeah. You were saying, by the way. Not available blood. He'll be fine? No, he's not fine. He's not okay. You know, Michael Jackson, you know, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? This guy's not okay. He's not okay, Annie. Skulls? Here? So it would seem. Hello. Evaporated. Good lord. You thought I was that easy? Please. Just killed a man. Martin, did you see that? That was with my scythe. You can take lessons if you want for your Bloodborne playthrough. Those aren't my words, by the way. That's something Potato wanted me to relay to you. She told me, tell Martin to tell you, to tell yourself, to tell him to take notes on the way you play for a better experience. Oh, hey. You thought. See? You see that parry, Martin? Parry Godmother. Ugh. It's just like, it's not fair, right? It's not fair. How is that fair? It's not. What about Potato? Oh, not you, Potato. I was talking about having dinner and we were discussing things like succotash. And we just happened to mention Potato. I think you might have misheard what we were discussing. But you're welcome to listen and join in if you like the discussion as it happens. Perry Hotter and the Goblet of Straight Fire. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, Large Beast. Its name is actually Large Beast. Huh. You know things are getting serious when the thing has no name other than just what it is. What are you fighting, Large Beast? It's like when you play Red Dead or, you know, Witcher and you just fight Bear. It has no name. It's just you're fighting a bear. What kind of bear? Doesn't matter. It is a bear. You are fighting a bear. At that point, it doesn't even really matter what kind you're fighting. You're fighting a bear. What type shouldn't matter. Oh! Beef and broccoli. Let's go. I'm out of stamina. Help. Woo! What was that? Not good. Oh my god. Good for the goose, good for the gander. I got it. That's a parry. Better come correct next time. You better come correct next time. Ooh, folded that man's in half. Look at him. Hurt back syndrome. Yo, Kiros, look, I blew his back out. Or her, we don't know. Okay, feels. That was pretty good too. Martin, why are you so reckless? That is a horrible thing to say. Jesus, dude. Are you drunk? God, you have like one pot of wine and your inner racist comes out. Jesus. I was looking for someone's trinkets. I feel like it would be in here where the very large beast was. But there's nothing glowing. Oh, there's a large beast outside as well. I guess it didn't matter that we had a large beast in front of us. Anybody say anything racist like OK feels was okay? You didn't hit back. It's just being oppressive, Martin. Jesus. Man. What's this? Used hatchet. I'm okay with that. I think you already said hi, Prepsky. He was in here earlier. You said hello to him. I remember because he was super happy about it. Shouldn't the thing have been right here? That's a lawnmower. They just mowed the lawn like 3 days ago. Why are they... Here it comes. Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that lawnmower? You're forgetful? Don't cry. I'm forgetful too. I'm VVV forgetful. Fellas, come into my dungeon. Oh, welcome, sir. God, stop spraying me with that. It's really painful. Nope. Ouch. No. Good Lord. I'm behind this pillar. You can't hit me. He still hit me? Woo, that was close. Stuff in the new Smash? A little bit, yeah. A little bit. I've seen a bit. I'm excited that there's a new Smash. Anytime there's a new game in a fighting game series, even if you don't play a lot of them or you only play one or you play a little bit of all of them, it's exciting. And it's more exciting too when it's one that you don't see every 2 years or every 3 years. It's been a while for Smash. And even more so when it's on a new console. This is Smash's first entry onto the Switch. So hopefully this could be the game that unifies Smash players. I'm hesitant to believe that. But if it is, then God bless us, everyone. You know? Ridley seems like your character? 100% is not. Ridley is nonsense. A move that takes off 50% and stuns? Not for me, dog. And a move that has extreme knockback. Where is this? Where's my side quest item? Huh. Still tracked. Lead stick, bullets. Jigglypuff main? In the last match that I played, I mained Ike. Ike was my go-to character. Do you play more tactical than in your face? Because if so, maybe Pokemon trainer? Ike. Ike is my character. Ike is my character. I like footsies, and I like risk-reward. That's my style of play. My heart jumped a bit with that one. Hi, Bogey. What's up, buddy? Hi, what's up? Cat stuff, I know. Cat stuff is very cool. Can I... I know I can go up there, but I don't know if that takes me over... It doesn't. Well, I can't get on the roof anyway, so... I didn't mean to do that, so that sucks. Could have really used it too. Versus the big dog right here. Great. I press triangle! The robbery is real! Better enjoy that blood, you're not getting any more. What a butt. Thanks, Hydrated Bot. Thank you, Hydrated Bot. This is the area that the concoction should be in, right? Oh! Look at that! Heads, shoulders, knees and toes, eyes and ears too.
This could be the box Lewis thought he lost. Huh. There's a letter inside.
Hi, Bogey. Hello. There's a letter inside. Well, let's see what the letter has. Barrett, there's no easy way to say it, so I'm gonna be blunt. We can't keep on like this. At least I can't keep on like this. If Joer finds out about us, about his wife and his best friend, it will crush him. And then he will kill you. We had some good time together. But let's face it, I'm never going to be your Jane Lewis. You know it and I know it too. So I'm ending this right here and right now. If you agree with my decision, I'm sure we'll find a way to be happy again. You, Joe, and me in time. And then the most important part of our story will been preserved. Until that day, I wish you'd forgive me. Goodbye for now, Jane Peterson. So Joe Peterson's wife was having an affair with Barrett Lewis. Jane Peterson is no longer around, and now Barrett Lewis is getting bullied by Joe Peterson. But Joe Peterson doesn't know what happened. Meanwhile, their son, Little Peterson, is... I wonder when this took place, because he was saying, I wonder if Little Peterson's even my son.
A love letter from Joe Peterson's wife addressed to Barrett Lewis. Who should I give it to, I wonder?
I mean... Does the letter belong to Barrett Lewis? Yes. But the question is, does the truth belong to Joe Peterson? If we give this letter to Joe, he might kill Barrett Lewis. Which we could watch take place. So... I don't know if it's a matter of doing the right thing as much as it's a matter of just doing a thing. Doing something. A lot to take in, it does. We all know what Jordan Peterson does with the truth. Jesus Christ. Also very nice. Nice. Makes you wonder if there is a Jordan Peterson in this game to take a stab at that, you know? Joe gonna kill Bear and then go to jail. His son's gonna be double screwed? Yeah, but then we can feed on his son. There's Joe right there.
Game you pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right? It's not my call, Barrett.
I'm gonna give him the letter right in front of Barrett. Yes. Yo, Joe, what's up, dog?
You again? What do you want this time?
I'm so happy you asked, dude. The content of this box may interest you.
I think the documents in this box could be of some interest to you.
Really? Where'd you get it?
I found it in an abandoned building nearby. I thought you
Night,
might
Prepsky.
keep these letters.
Let me see. Letters about my boy. Thank you, sir.
You do not appear surprised or pained by this.
Surprised about what? Harry's my son, I'm his father, and that's all there is to know, don't you think?
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Here's a little something for your trouble. And to remind you to keep your mouth shut about all this.
Huh. That did not go the way that I thought it would. And he gave me 25 shillings. Wow.
Have you heard of a nurse?
Dorothy,
could you please...
She's not...
I already asked that question.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
So wait, if I kill that other dude who works with Wet Boot Boys, does that mean Joe's gonna come for me? And if he does, won't he just get clapped up anyway? Because he can't beat me.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir.
Fair enough.
I do what I have to do for my own reasons.
Also fair.
And that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
That's right. Man, he's healthy too. Good chunk of XP. Barrett Lewis is worth more though, because he's a vendor. Makes sense.
Goodbye, Mr.
Martin, what would you do? Would you feed on both or one or the other?
Fancy buying something?
You never lose your... Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights.
So he was a
with
boxer,
everyone.
huh? Which means he could beat some ass.
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
Well.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
I'm not scared of him.
What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile. Not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to
Do
grow
both
a
to
pair.
assert dominance.
What troubles him exactly?
Well, despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
You had an affair with Joe's wife.
Barrett, you had an affair with Joe's wife, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. She's the only woman I loved. My first regret is that she stayed with Joe after Harry was born. The second is I never shed a tear when she died.
Jesus.
Did you ever try talking to Joe?
Never. But I suspected he knew everything, even without knowing it. And he decided to make me pay in his own way.
Ah, that makes sense, actually. Racketeering you is easy work for him because he kind of despises you for, you know, having an affair with his wife. And producing a son that actually might be Barrett Lewis's and not his own, but he treats as his own son. Huh.
Do you mean you're Harry's father?
No one will ever know for sure. And it's better that way. And I don't believe I'd have been all that bad as a dad.
Huh. As the world turns, huh?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Heard the combat was kind of booty. Combat is kind of booty. You know, I've seen worse combat, but it's not the kind of combat that's going to make you think about your battles when you're doing it. I mean, it's cool because you can cycle between 8 different powers. You can have 4 at any given time, but it's better off to specialize in maybe 2 and have 2 that you're lesser in, rather than trying to specialize in all 8, because you can pick and choose which ones you want to have active at any time. And there are subclasses and subcategories you can do for your combat as well. Sub-powers that you can have. There's a lot of lore built into the game, but if you can ignore the combat, then it's not an entirely terrible game. Some of the animations are kind of wonky. This is PS4, so I imagine on PC it looks even better. What really makes the game stand out is the dialogue and the relationships between the characters and how you choose to affect those relationships. So Anago, one of our members, my friends, said earlier that he would like this game a lot more if they just removed all the combat. And he said it in kind of a meanie way, but I think he was actually serious too. And it's true, the game kind of suffers in the combat region, but if you got rid of the combat and made it a walking sim, with maybe QTE battles or decision-based battles by dialogue portions, it's a great dialogue game. It's just, if they had spent more time focusing on the dialogue and the pacing of it, and the story and the pacing of that, and just ignored combat completely, we might have had a different result. Every time I see a character peeing in the game, the first thing I do is try to see if I can see their dick while they're peeing. And it's always, well, not always, majority of the time it's just invisible. It's the motion and the animation, right? See, look. He's like just peeing into his hands. Like he's got a shy dick. It's just tucked inside of his pants. Am I the only one who does that? Does anyone else, when you're playing a game, if there's a peeing animation, do you move your camera or character to see if you can see it? Whatever, I'll say it's just me. I'll be the weird person. Yeah, that's what I do. I look for it, okay? I look for it. If that makes me weird or a bad person, you know what? I own that. I own that. Whatever. A Dutch doorknob or door handle? Yeah, he is too. Without watching his hands, you caught that? Yeah. She's just smoking. It's the door already opened though, right? It's the gate that already opened, yeah. There's another gate back here. A lot of characters in the game. There's a lot to do. Let's focus. Let's main story, Adrian, main story. Focus on the main story. This is what happens. Get caught up doing dumb stuff, and next thing you know, you haven't done anything. Oh, I didn't know that running actually consumed my actual stamina. Huh. I mean, it makes sense.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
Doctor Strange.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Time to be a sneaky squirrel. I'm looking for a moose and squirrel. That was a terrible Russian accent. I admire anyone who can do a good Natasha accent. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Or a Boris. Natasha, we are looking for moose and squirrel, no? I need more practice, clearly. I apologize for even attempting that. There's Dorothy.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I kind of can't hate the guy for being observant, though. My clothes are too fine to have been from Whitechapel. He has bronchitis. I think I have medicine for bronchitis. I can help this dude out.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius.
Darius.
Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Darius. Okay, I have to go pee.